Hello, everybody. This is Camwise the Hobbit. This is the first video on the channel. A little bit about this channel before we get started. The whole reason I'm making this is that I love Lord of the Rings and love playing video games. There are a ton of Lord of the Rings video games. I've played a lot of them, not all of them. So goals here are to play through all the Lord of the Rings video games, record myself playing them, and kind of rank them, see how they stand up. Some of them against like 22, 23 years of age, and some of them, came out this past year. So I've been into Lord of the Rings for roughly 20 years. Actually, I read The Hobbit exactly 20 years ago. Watched the Lord of the Rings movies after reading The Hobbit, fell in love with them, read all the books, Silmarillion, a lot of the extended legendarium of Tolkien's. He's got a 12-volume history of Middle-earth. I'm like a quarter of the way through that. It's heavy reading, it's slow progress, but I love J.R.R. Tolkien. I love Peter Jackson's adaptations of the Lord of the Rings, specifically, not so much the Hobbit movies, but I do. I love Lord of the Rings. It is my thing. And I enjoy playing the video games. So, gonna do a preemptive tier list. I've played a lot of these video games. There are, I think, 22 total that I could find. I've played a lot of them, haven't played all of them. So I'm gonna do a preliminary before I play through all of them, ranking and rating and tier list, and then I'll go back through as I go, or at the end, or both, and see how they kind of hold up. This is, again, today is just where I think they're going to fit between S tier, F tier, or literally having no clue, which I don't think there will be many in this one. So, these are kind of in two different categories. They're categories based off of the books, and then specifically based off of the movies. So I think the, Fellowship all the way to Return to Moria are just based off of Tolkien's stuff, and then here Two Towers all the way to Tales of the Shire is movie kind of specific type things. So they worked with the maybe not with the team, but worked based off of Peter Jackson's films. So in not really kind of order other than that, let's get into it. So here is Fellowship of the Ring. This came out back in 2002 on several different consoles, PS2, Xbox, and Game Boy Advance, weirdly enough, as well as for PC. I think all of them are for PC, except for maybe one. But it's kind of based off of the Fellowship of the Ring book story, and I have never played it. I'm sure, again, this was 2002, 24 years ago. My guess is it doesn't hold up that well, and that's going to be the case with a lot of these, I'm guessing. If I had played them when they came out, and were, in that kind of mind frame of it, probably said differently. I don't have super high hopes for this one. I'm going to put it preemptively at C. No idea. Haven't played it, don't really know much about it. It might move up, might move down. But I'm going to put it at C. I feel like that's a pretty safe place for it. I don't think it's going to be all that good. And again, I would love to be wrong. I'd love to play it and love it, but don't have super high hopes for it. Moving on from there, we've got the War of the Ring, and honestly, same for this one. This was just a PC release the next year, 2003. So I don't really know anything about this one. I don't have super high hopes for it. But looking at the Wikipedia page for it a little bit, it is a real-time strategy game. I'm a huge fan of those genres, typically. Not all of them. But that kind of gives me a little higher hopes for it. I don't know. Again, I'm not really sure about it. I don't know much about it. I'm going to put this one at B for now, and we'll see. I'll play it at some point, and we'll see if it stays there. Next one is finally one I have played, at least most of. I don't think I played all of it. This is The Hobbit. Again, it's based off of books, not any movies. Came out in 2003 on basically everything. Xbox, PS2, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, and PC. I remember playing quite a bit of this game and enjoying it. I don't know how well it's going to hold up, because I did play this one kind of back in the day. Maybe not 2003, but around that time. I am going to put it in B. I don't think it's going to be just fantastic and amazing, but I think it'll be fun, and I do feel like my nostalgia for it will keep it up a little bit higher. Next one is Lord of the Rings Online. This is one that I have started several times. All of these MMO, like massive multiplayer online, I've never been a huge fan of. Had a friend back in, it was probably middle school maybe, that was really into World of Warcraft, made me make a character, and I played with him a decent amount, not a ton, but that's really the only MMO that I've gotten into. I've tried Lord of the Rings Online, I've tried Elder Scrolls Online, and I just have a hard time sinking my teeth into them. So I know this has a huge following, I know it has done a lot and has a ton of expansions. I'm gonna put it in C tier, just because it's not the type of game for me. But I'd like to get into it more and see more of Middle-earth in the digital world. Next one is another one that I have played quite a bit of. This is the Lord of the Rings adventure card game. This is a digital version of a physical card game. This came out on everything, and it's a more recent game. It's 2018. Lord of the Rings Online came out in 2007, and has gotten regular updates since then. But this one's 2018. It's, again, the Lord of the Rings deck building game, essentially, but digitized. This was Fantasy Flight made the actual game, Asmodee made this version, and I played a lot of it. It is a game that is more fun with other people, but I played through a decent amount of it by myself, and it's really cool. In the digital version, you get to unlock different cards and different backs and skins and all that stuff, and it's a really fun time if you like story-driven deck building games. For me, I'm putting this in an A. I had a really good time with it. I really liked it. I don't think it's going to be for everybody, but I had a good time. Okay, next one is one that I don't think really needs a whole lot of introduction. This is Gollum. It got horrible reviews. Came out on basically everything. 2023, very recent, 3 years ago. PC, PS4 and 5, Xbox One, and the Series S and X. I played this for about 45 minutes, and that was about all of it that I could handle. I will get back into this. I will play more of it. This is one I saw stuff of before I bought it. Decided I wasn't going to pay more than like $10 for it, and finally it went on sale cheap enough. I still think I paid too much. I'm putting that immediately in F tier. It was bad. I had such high hopes. A Gollum-centered game seems really interesting. It sucked. I don't know. I'll give it another shot. I have very low expectations for this. Next one is one that I have played all the way through multiple times. Return to Moria, 2023 release, PC, PS5, Xbox Series S and X. I love this game. I played through all of it by myself. I played through all of it with a group of, including myself, 4 friends. Played through it with my wife. Love this game. It's a survival game based in Moria. Gimli is recruiting some dwarves to come and reclaim it. You get trapped in the mine and have to kind of work your way out. There's been a bunch of DLC for it, most of them just kind of cosmetic stuff, but then there was a really big one that released, I think within the last 6 months or so. I think it came out in 2026. Played through a little bit of that. I've had a hard time getting back into this game, because again, I've played through it so many times. I've probably sunk more than 200 hours into this game. Love it, immediate S tier. Hands down, easy. One of the best Lord of the Rings games that I have ever played. Okay, now we're backing up a little bit and going into things based on the films specifically. You can see Viggo Mortensen front and center right there on several of these. So, Two Towers. I remember playing this a little bit on GameCube. This came out in 2002, same year that the movie came out. And I remember having a really good time with it. I don't think it's going to age very well. I'm putting it in B tier. I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's fun. It's good. It follows the Two Towers. Next, Return of the King. This one is one that, like, people love. It came out on a ton of things. 2003, same year again as the movie. PS2, Xbox, GameCube, and Game Boy Advance. And it came out on PC. I played through all of this game. It's got 2-player, which is awesome. I think I played through a little bit of this with my wife, but she's not a huge Lord of the Rings fan. Sorry. I like it. It's good. I don't think it's the end all be all Lord of the Rings game that some people make it out to be. But I'm going to put it on A tier. It's a level-based game. You go through different stages and different areas of the movie and the battles, but you can do it split screen, which is fantastic. I love a good co-op game. Next one is The Third Age. This is one I played a very small amount of. Came out in 2004. It's a Lord of the Rings RPG. You play as, I think you get to make your own character, but you play through something and you're going through. I remember really not liking this one. Again, I was really hopeful for it and just kind of disappointed. I'm between C and F. F seems harsh, but I really did not have a good time with it. And the turn-based battles are never huge for me. I'm going to put it in F. I don't think I'll have many there, but I really didn't like this one. I would love to play through it and be proven wrong and end up loving it, but as it is right now, it's an F tier game for me. And going straight from there to another game that came out in 2004, Battle for Middle-earth. This is a game I picked up at a Half Price Books, which is my all-time favorite store because of stuff like this. I got it for $3 at the clearance section. It's a 4-disc game, or at least it was when I got it, for PC only. It's a real-time strategy, follows all of the events of the Lord of the Rings. You can even have additional battles that you play against. You can play again as the forces of evil. I never did. I don't like to. But you play as Gondorians and Rohirrim, and I love it. It is one of my all-time favorite video games, much less one of my favorite Lord of the Rings games. So it's going straight up to S tier with Return to Moria, and actually I like it even more, so I'm putting it there. I haven't done that with any of the rest, but this is the top tier Lord of the Rings video game for me. From there, we're going to Lord of the Rings Tactics. Don't know anything about this game. It came out for the PSP, which I never had. This is a little bit from the Wikipedia page for it. It's a direct adaptation of all 3 films. Has characters that resemble the film's depictions. And that's basically it. Plays on a grid. I have no idea where to put this, and I will probably never get the chance to play it unless I invest in a PSP, which I don't really want to. So I'm putting Lord of the Rings Tactics in no clue. I don't think there's going to be many here. Again, looking at these, I think there'll be one more that'll go in this category. Most of them I have an idea. This one I really don't, and I might not ever. From there, Battle for Middle-earth 2. This is very similar gameplay to the Battle for Middle-earth, but where this follows the Fellowship and the forces of good through the movie, this one is set in that same time frame, but following very different paths. You follow Glorfindel and Gloin through whatever they were doing during the movies. It's fun. It's the same game, but with a little bit better graphics and worse story. When I first played it, hated it. I've tried it again since then, and it was better. I'm putting it at a B. Don't love it, don't hate it. It's kind of in the middle. That's where it's sitting for me. Lord of the Rings Conquest. 2009, Xbox 360, PS3, Windows, and DS for some reason. I'm sure that version is the best. I haven't played it. I know a little bit about it, or I guess I've seen a little bit about it. Not very familiar with it. It's apparently similar in gameplay to the Star Wars Battlefront, the older ones, not the newer ones. I don't know. I don't have high hopes for this one. I think it'll be fine. I'm putting it in C. Could go no clue for it. Don't know much about it. I'm putting it in C. I don't think it's going to be great. I don't think it'll be awful. We'll find out. Aragorn's Quest. This is a weird one. Came out in 2010. I played it on the Wii, which, if that tells you anything about the quality of this game, that it came out on Wii, I think that speaks a lot to it. It's a weird, geared towards children's game. It does have some co-op, which is fun, but you play as mostly Aragorn, but through the lens of a hobbit telling a story. So it's kind of weird. Graphics are weird, gameplay's weird. I'm putting it at C. I didn't hate it. Definitely don't love it. Don't think it deserves to be any higher than there. War in the North, 2011, for the current that generation consoles and PC, Xbox 360, PS3. interesting, similar concept to Battle for Middle-earth 2. You follow 3 characters, an elf, a man, and a dwarf, at the same time as the Lord of the Rings books and movies, but doing different things. Obviously, they're not in that main company. So I had a really good time with this one. There's split screen and I think online multiplayer. Played through a lot of it by myself, played through some of it with my wife, played through some of it with a friend. Had a really good time with it. I'm putting it at I'm gonna put it at A. I think if Return of the King can be an A, then this can also be an A. I had a really good time with it. You get to customize your character, get a whole lot of different weapons and armor and stuff. I think it's really, really good. And underrated. I think it's kind of been a hidden gem. Next one is another one that I have no idea. This is Guardians of Middle-earth. Came out in 2012 and is an online, not massive multiplayer, arena game. You play as different characters and battle each other. From what I have read and understand, the servers are down, so this came out 14 years ago, and I don't think I will ever get a chance to play it. Never did. It's going in, no clue. Again, these two, I really don't know if I'll ever have the chance to play, which is disappointing, because this one especially seems interesting. I think this would be a pretty high tier for me, B, A, maybe even S. Not usually a fan of the arena games, but there have been a few that I have enjoyed quite a bit. We'll see. Or I guess really we won't, because I won't get a chance. Going on from there, almost through. We got Lego Lord of the Rings. If you know Lego games, you know this game. It follows the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's fantastic, it's funny, it's great. There's collectibles and characters and all that stuff. Putting it in at a good A. Really, really like it. Want the chance to play it on a better console. Really, I'm a console player more than a PC player. But it's not available to buy anymore. So I played it on my PlayStation 3. I think I played it a little bit on maybe one of the Nintendo consoles, the Wii. It was really fun. Had a great time. Would love to play it again. And I'm looking forward to getting back into that. Lego Hobbit. Again, if you know Lego games, you know this game, but it only follows the events of the first movie, so it is an incomplete story, which is really disappointing. I'm putting this one at C. Again, it's Lego. It's fun. Not a huge fan of the Hobbit movies. Love the Hobbit book. It's one of my favorite books, period. It has been forever. I've read it probably more than any other. Movies were fine. No, movies weren't good. Movies were bad. First one was okay. Second and third one were not great. I think it's a C tier game for me. Okay, now here is where it gets a little more, I think my opinion gets a little more controversial. This is Shadow of Mordor. Came out in 2014, 12 years ago. I can do math. It was awesome. It was like Assassin's Creed meets Middle-earth. I never got super into it. Came out on Xbox One, PS4, and the previous consoles, and then PC. Seems so interesting. The storyline is awesome. Celebrimbor, who makes the ring, is meeting up with this ranger who's living next to Mordor, and you go through and you kill a bunch of orcs, and there's a enemy system, and it's really, really cool. I'm really looking forward to getting back into this and seeing how it stands up. I didn't like it. It was too complicated, and I never had time to actually get into it. 2014, I was in college, and just I was too busy to get into this game. So I'm gonna put this, I think, is where it's gonna be, is B tier for me. I don't think I'm gonna love it, but I think it's gonna be better than those. Shadow of War, same thing. From what I can understand, just 3 years later, came out 2017. I'm putting it right next to it. I think they're going to be great. I'm sure this one will be a little bit better because it's going to be newer and a little more polished. Tales of the Shire. This was one of my most anticipated games. Came out in 2025. I think it was 2 years after Return to Moria. Yeah, 2023. So this was 2 years after Return to Moria. I'd already played this one a bunch. Was so looking forward to this. The tagline for it was "Welcome Home, Hobbit." You just live your life as a hobbit in the Shire. I love that concept. Beautiful graphics. Really, really like it. The hobbit character itself, a little bit weird. I played a lot of this one. Probably put 40 or so hours into it. Haven't actually completed it, but the goal is to make Bywater, where you live, an actual village or an actual town. The gameplay loop is just not super great for me. It was fun. I had a good time. I'm gonna put it at C. It was fun. It wasn't fantastic. So that is, I think, every Lord of the Rings video game that exists, with not the exception of mobile games or really, really old, like 80s PC games that will not hold up, I know. So that's where I'm thinking they're gonna lie. We'll see at the end of this journey if this is pretty accurate or not. We'll see if I can actually get into Tactics or Guardians at all, but that's where it's at for now. So hope y'all will join me on this journey to see all these Lord of the Rings games and how they hold up and how they work in 2026 and beyond. I'm sure this will take a long time for me to get through, but looking forward to the journey. Bye!